Of the people that you interviewed, talked to, read about, and put together for the book, do you feel that there's a lot of credibility there? Do you feel that most of them are firm believers that there's something out there?
Yeah, I felt the ones that I was, that were still alive, or the ones that could be located. One of those was a crop duster by the name of Frank Mitchell that had seen it cross his runway, which is basically a field behind his house. And I went to the location, visited with him, and I saw no reason why he would make up such a story. And he had also been to the police about this, and you jeopardize your reputation if you're going to come forward and say you've seen something like this. But he thought, I don't really care. I'm just going to tell people what I saw. And so in those cases, I felt that he saw something that can't be explained. And certainly in the case of Christopher Davis, who was later inexplicably murdered, which is kind of a twist to the whole thing. But he's not alive, obviously, to interview. But he took a lie detector, and I had the police reports, and the sheriff. I mean, this sheriff was trained in Quantico by FBI standards, and he said, "Man, this kid, something happened to that kid." And so while we can't prove what they saw, I can surely say that at least the people I read about or were able to interview truly experienced something weird.
And do you feel that the sheriff was ever became a believer?
He seemed to kind of, I don't know. I think as in his older age, I think he's had some effect. He talked about the Lizard Man with some familiarity or affection, really, for it, almost as if it, the Lizard Man. It was just had almost become real, just literally because of the reports and the things that had happened. And you could very much tell that it bothered him in a way that it was something he couldn't really solve one way or another. And that I think he liked the mystery. I mean, he's a policeman, and I'm sure, trying to solve cases or what he's all about. So, I couldn't quite tell if he completely believed there was a lizard man, but he did believe that the people had seen something. There was no doubt about that. He stated that.
Yeah, well, I definitely understand. I have those feelings as well. It's like, Bigfoot is a prime example of this, that you can meet so many people that you love, you care about, credible people in your lives, and they have stories, and you can only hear it so many times before you either have to decide that they are absolutely nuts or that something really happened to them,
Right. I've interviewed, quite a number of people over the years, and I've been doing this more than a decade, and you quickly kind of are able to suss out the people whose stories just seem either too incredible, or they've had just one too many paranormal experience, or they're just not quite believable. And then there's, even if it's just a handful of people they're just so credible, and such ordinary, average people who had, a fairly clear sighting of something that just can't be explained. And if only one of those witnesses saw what they said they saw, then that is enough to say that whatever these things are out there.
Yeah. All right. We're coming up on break here, but I really like the way the one thing I've thought about a lot of those, but the one too many paranormal experiences is one of the things when I'm listening to.
It's a red flag.
Yeah, it is a good red flag. All right. You're listening to Lyle Blackburn here on Radio Wasteland, and we are talking about his book, Lizard Man, The True Story of the Bishopville Monster. And when we come back, we're going to have more Lyle Blackburn. So, stick around.